how to write the first message so good that it feels very bad for the prospect to not reply for the message. So I got this question yesterday when I was speaking with the client who was showing his messages that he sent to his prospects, and most of the messages were like it was looking automated. Even though he sent by himself, it looked automated. He was using big words and things that was scaring people to not reply him back. So I just I was thinking to like write a content about it so that it will be useful for him as well as my other audience. So like the first message I usually send, what I use is I usually send it like an empty connection request. This makes us look less desperate among the to the person that we are sending the message. And also it allows when you connect with the person and then you send a message to them, it like it LinkedIn allows us to send multiple messages like by stack so that it looks like a message that we typed, and not it doesn't look like it's an automated, it's from an automated source. But in the case of personalized invite, you usually send a block of text like ranging from 200 to 300 words, and this often looks like an automated message. And then it's connecting with common ground. So when I type this multiple lines of messages, I connect with common grounds such as the place I live in, the university we studied, or the workplace that we work together. So when you start like a conversation with these common grounds, people feel it as genuine and they reply with a very good intention. Okay, so but this can also be used, easily done by building a sales navigator list with these three common grounds, so that when you send the connection request only to the people who are in that list, it will be easy for in the future to start a conversation with them, because you connected only with the people who have these common objectives between you and them, so that when you start a conversation with them, it is easy to take the common grounds and start a conversation. So while building a sales navigator list, you can like filter the people that are near the place that you live, or the university they have went for, or even the same university in the city, or maybe the same workplace, or the workplace that your friends work in, or some with common connections or something like that. Okay, and use the images tab. So when you visit a profile, you must take at least 10 minutes to go through their profile and see the common ground, so that you can get a good message to start with. Also, what I will do is I use the images tab. People who post on LinkedIn, because I usually start a conversation with people who post on LinkedIn, because there's a high chance of for them to reply to the message. So most people who post on LinkedIn have at least one personal story of them in their content. So with an images tab, if you can find the post that has either the family picture or their vacation picture or the personal picture that they share, usually that post will always be a personal story post. And oftentimes this content will be so relatable. It will be usually a top of the funnel content, and this content will be so relatable that you can easily start a conversation relating to that. And when you start a conversation relating to that, it will feel like a genuine conversation to the prospect. Okay, so look for common grounds, take the images tab and go through their post that has the personal story and start a conversation with them. And then your question should be the direction. So if you send the first message with the common grounds and with the images, or with the personal story, there is no need of them to reply to the message other than saying hello or hi. But if you end with the question that is relating to your business, um, like um, uh, relating to your business, you will easily take the question, move the conversation to the next direction. So end every message, or the first message or the second message that you send with the question related to your business, so that your question will be the direction of the conversation, and the things that they say, or the let's say they are opening up about their problems in the conversation. These things are the things that you use that you use to like ask better related questions in the future, or if you're pitching your product or your service in the future, you can use all the things that you have discovered from the prospect to to use it better in the pitch or the sales call that you give to them. Okay. Follow up with touch points. So when you start every new follow up, you should have a touch point or a reason to follow up. It shouldn't be like a vague reason, like saying like I'm just following up, I'm just messaging you in case you missed it. I have been doing that, and it feels very unnatural, and it feels like you are doing like hundreds of messages just like when the prospect doesn't feel the like doesn't take you as a genuine source when you do like this. But if you follow up with a lead magnet or an offer campaign or an work together invite, you the prospect feels okay, this guy needs like is looking to help me, and let me see how it goes. They might think like that. But instead of, if you send a blank message or one liner message of sending like just sending this message to follow up, it doesn't create the emotion that a follow up with a touch point does. So every new follow up that you start should always have a reason. For example, it can be like like a, as I already said, it can be like a lead magnet or an offer campaign or a work together invite. And then if they also don't reply for that message, you can send 6 to 7 messages checking on that message, like I'm closing the doors, I'm looking for another week for the invite. Are you still interested? Or what are your thoughts on this one? So this type of messages can these sub follow up messages can be used to follow up for the reason that you've started. For example, if you're given a lead magnet, you can ask a question like, "Have you checked the resource that I have sent you? How does was it helpful?" If you see them opt in for the lead magnet, you can say, "Was it helpful?" and then start a conversation with them. So sending a empty connection request and connect with the common grounds like university, the place you studied on the or the workplace that you worked, and use a personal story from their images tab, and end with the question so that the conversation gets into a direction of the next direction. And following up are the main things that I do to get a better reply rate, so that people feel very bad if they are not replying to you. Okay, thanks.